Welcome back to the channel. Let's talk about some date formats that are being used within your automation rules. This can actually come really handy, and this is something that you can really use for your automation rules, either if it's going to be for your due date, either it's going to be for your content within your email. Doesn't really actually matter, but what matters is there are like really a lot of options in there. The very first one that you can actually see in here is this one where it says now plus 5 business days. So if we actually go ahead and we type in now plus business days 5. So it's actually in here. So that means that due date is going to be in the next 5 business days. Before you actually start using this rule, you can also validate it to actually see if there are any errors in there. If not, great, you can turn it on, and I can say test. Now I'm going to say date automation, turn on the rule. And now it's going to be when the value changes for the assignee. All right. So for this project, I have, let's say here within the backlog, I have a lot of work items in there. And I can say that this assignee is going to be Jennifer Evans. Now, also from there, I also need to see the changes within the due date itself. The thing is, I don't see that because I don't have a field of the due date that is being added in here. So, do we actually resolve this? We go to our space settings, we go to our screens, and we're going to basically see the screen in which we actually have. I'm going to edit this, and I'm going to do it from here. And as you can see, no due date. All right. What do I do? I type in due date, all set. Let's go back to the backlog and let me choose a different one. Instead of Jennifer Evans, let it go for Max Taylor. All right. Yeah, and if you're asking why you're not seeing it still, you can check find your field. I just say due date. Or kind of layout. So everything is basically in there, but I need to expand this a bit more. Alright, story points, due date, there we go. And it's in the next 5 days. And it's counting the business days. Now, I'm going to do something else in here. Now I'm going to do a little bit more for the email. I'm going to say send email. And it's going to be for shows@gmail.com. I'm going to name this issue key. I'm going to say for this, I'm going to only say now. Now what happens here? If I go for this one, I change the assignee, change this to Ryan. I'm gonna go here, wait for my automation, and as you can see, it gives the whole dating here. So it's really different. It's not something that is really the same and actually something that you actually really want to have. So what I can actually do here is now, and you can be okay, now plus business days. I'm going to say 30. What do we have in here? We have option to actually format this. Now, there's an option to actually format this in a different kind of way where basically you can define year, month, and date. Now, if you go for more, we can actually see that basically everything is doing fine. So what am I doing here? I'm basically taking everything and I'm saying that everything is the date is going to be in the next 30 business days. But also what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be formatting this in order to get all of that whole format, the long format, to a smaller one, where I'm going to get the year, and I'm getting the year basically on these four Y's, the month and the day as well. So if I go back here and if I go to one of my work items in here and I go for Jennifer Evans again, I'm waiting for the automation to be completed. Oh, some errors. Failed to get the value of this one. Right. So, GQL date format. Okay, so this is how you get it, and this is smart value. Yeah, basically I'm having it like this. So this is something that I want, right? All right, issue created format. This is it. There we go. So we are having it from here. And that's why you always use Google, my friends. So just go back, go here, and instead of this, we are adding this. Okay, let's try that again, shall we? Kevin. Scan this to the Kevin. Boom. So, you don't need to memorize everything, all right? That's also the point. You don't need to know every single thing. You just need to know what you are looking for. Great. So, question is, what options do you have in here more? So, for date, a lot of stuff. Basically, when it's going to be its due date. But as you can see, the format is still horrible. When it was updated, and also the full date that it actually gives you out. And now the full date is basically also giving you the day and the date, but it's basically telling you, okay, this is the day, and this is the month, and this is the year, but in a different kind of a matter, not this one in here. There's also an option to use the Jira date, which is also a great thing actually to have. And this really depends on how you actually set this up. And basically, it's using this part right here. So if you wanted to use date differently, you can actually use it. But as you can see, this is the date time value, and this is the date value only. So those are the things, and these are the smart values that basically you can use. All right, so yeah, Google as much as you can. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel too. And see you in the next video. Bye.